Hello there, guys, and welcome back to another Twohalves live stream. Today, we're going to be talking about all the usual stuff, fixtures, past and future, and we've got a lot to talk about today. So let's get straight into it. Fulham versus Man United. Obviously, a very good game for Man United, carrying on their unbeaten streak. 3-0 to them away from home. Some great goals in there. A brace from Paul Pogba and an absolutely fantastic goal from Anthony Martial, all the way from the halfway line. So, yeah, we just carry on their recent ways for Man United. And they really look a solid team at the moment. And they definitely look like they've punched down on that top four place. So, yeah. It doesn't look like Chelsea or Arsenal getting anywhere near that fourth spot. But what do you think about the game, Rico?
I thought it was a very good performance by United, and I think, as of course, you might already know that Chelsea had a 6-0 loss to City, and then Arsenal won, so it's only 1 point separating top four. Now, I think it's all up for grabs, to be honest. United have still got hard games to come, like after the FA Cup, they've got Liverpool, I think they've got Arsenal away, so it's going to be hard, and then I think they've got the Manchester derby, so at home, there's still going to be hard games coming up.
Yeah,
Whereas Arsenal
right.
have only got Tottenham away and United at home, and Chelsea have got I don't know who they've got. I think it's Spurs at home.
Yeah, they've got Spurs, United. And Liverpool.
Yeah, so they've still got some hard games coming up. So I think if you look at it on the other side of the coin, it's just going to be Arsenal's in top running at the moment because all the other, like looking at the games, so I think Arsenal could get there, Chelsea could get there, and if United could get there. So, yeah.
Yeah, but also a point to be made is that it's not the end of the world if Arsenal or Chelsea don't actually get into the top four, because there's a highly likely chance that one of them is going to win the Europa League. They're two of the strongest teams really in there. You might say Inter Milan, you've got Lazio in there, but they're two really strong teams on their day, Chelsea and Arsenal. It's Man United that really need to put that fourth spot in the league down, because if they don't get it, they don't get Champions League football. It's as simple as that. Unless they win the Champions League, but I'm sure we can all see, even the Man United fans can all see that is very unlikely and won't happen. But could be proven wrong. But no, yeah, they've just got to pin it down. And Chelsea and Arsenal, if they keep on pulling away from Man United and get further and further away from them, then they've just got to start focusing on Europa League. Otherwise, there's no Champions League for either of them two. And I'd like to see an English team win it anyway. So that would be good. Anyway, moving on. Liverpool versus Bournemouth. Not too much to say here, but I just thought we'd speak about it because obviously title challengers, Liverpool, getting an easy win against Bournemouth, which I didn't think it was going to be easy. But they just shown why them and Manchester City are top teams, because they just go there, get the job done. And this is what we've seen this season from Liverpool, is that they've learned how to beat the smaller teams, because they never had a problem beating the bigger teams, but they always had a problem beating the smaller teams like Bournemouth, and they struggled, and that's why they're thinking. But Jurgen Klopp's taught them now how to beat them teams, and that's why they're just flying, and they're joint top of the league with Man City. But not much to say about that. Great performance. But you got anything to say on it, Rico, or not?
Just the goal by Jorginho Wilder. I thought it was a good goal. The chip.
Yeah, I know it was.
Apart from that, nothing else to say. I've just forgot to. It's Champions League this week, so
Yeah, we're going to
a
be
lot
talking
of
about that
games.
as well.
Okay.
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, no,
Mm,
we'll go on to that just after we're talking about this one.
yeah.
Well, actually, we've got Man City, Chelsea to talk about as well. But anyway, Tottenham versus Leicester. Just a quick word on this. A 3-1 to Tottenham. I'm pretty sure I predicted that on Friday. But yeah, it was just Leicester. I feel sorry for
Oh,
Leicester recently. You right there, Rico?
yeah, I was
Uh,
gonna say that I thought Leicester had a lot of chances in that game, and they could have actually at least got a point or even a win. Like I think
no,
before Tottenham scored their second, Jamie Vardy missed a penalty, and then they
yeah,
got back into the game. So it could have been 2-2, or it could have been 3-2. Like I think it was Barnes. Is his name Harvey Barnes? The good
what for
opportunity
for who?
Leicester.
No, I think Barnes plays for Burnley. I'm not totally
No,
sure. Is there? Well, I'll have a look now. Don't worry about it. But it, so say Barnes, is it? Oh yeah, Barnes, Harvey Barnes, yeah, number 19 midfielder, 21. Yeah. So what were you saying about that? Sorry.
they had a good opportunity and
Yeah, I
could have.
saw that as well.
Well, so I think Leicester had a lot of chances to get a point. I think Tottenham were very lucky to like. You look at the scoreline 3-1 comprehensive, it wasn't. So.
Yeah, you're right there. Tottenham were lucky, but I wouldn't say Leicester were unlucky because they had lots of chances that just required not luck, just clinical, just to be able to be clinical, and they just weren't that. You might say the penalty was luck, but it was just a poor hit penalty, to be honest. And Jamie Vardy usually just smashes them away like Harry Kane every time. So that was surprising to see. And obviously, your chance you talked about Harvey Barnes. I saw that as well, and that should
Yeah,
really gone into the corner.
yeah,
So you could be talking about 3-3 here, or just a different scoreline that could have reflected the game more in Leicester's way. But yeah, I feel a bit sorry for Leicester, like I said, because the last 3 games been insane. Man United, Liverpool, and Tottenham. They managed to get 1 point out of that, but for me, they deserved 2 or 3 out of all them games. So yeah, just unlucky, but I'm sure they'll push forward, and they're in a good spot right now. The club they are 8th, 9th, so I'm sure they'll only push on to better things. But talking about the big one that everyone's talking about in football at the moment is Man City versus Chelsea. Absolutely disgraceful from Chelsea. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Never. The only thing I can compare it to was probably the Chelsea 6, Arsenal 0, which is a bit ironic, isn't it? But yeah, it absolutely awful. Absolutely awful from Chelsea. I saw some clips on there. I watched the game myself as well. And the only player that actually had the balls to come over to the Chelsea fans was, I respect him for this as well, Antonio Rudiger. Came and had a full-on conversation with the fans. And he just was saying, I'm so sorry, there's nothing I can do. We'll go big like next week. I'll give everything. I'll give everything. Stuff like that. He gave his shirt away as well. And I completely respect Rudiger for that because it really does take some balls to go up to hundreds, sometimes even thousands of football fans who are all angry, just, yeah, arrogant people. And just to confront them it takes some real courage to do that. But talking about the actual game, Aguero getting his 11th hat-trick, equaling Alan Shearer's record. A great game from him. One of his goals was gifted to him from Ross Barkley, who I think should be really sold by Chelsea or just not played for. because he's just not Chelsea standard. He's just not Chelsea quality.
No.
And he's just, I'm sure you saw it, Rico, but he headed the ball back into a crowded box. And the people I've spoken to about this are saying, well, you can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to give it to the goalkeeper. And obviously it's a reaction. It's a reaction decision. So a lot of footballers would make that same mistake in the same position, but still doesn't give him an excuse, in my opinion. He's just, Chelsea should be playing the likes of Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Kovacic over him, to be honest. But yeah, and Sterling had a great performance, got himself a brace. But Man City were just walking through Chelsea. And then the Aguero penalty, Azpilicueta with a passion he has, just got frustrated and that got nowhere near the ball. But that's pretty much the result summed up. Your thoughts on it, Rico?
No, I haven't really got much. It's quite funny that Chelsea started off with a 6-goal difference ahead of Arsenal, and Arsenal went above them because they conceded 6 goals. So.
I do still believe that Chelsea will finish above Arsenal because just Arsenal's quality, just there's something about them that just doesn't seem to be all there. Obviously, the attack is absolutely world class attack. The likes of Aubameyang and Lacazette, Ozil in the mix, but it's just the defense. And the thing is with Chelsea, yes, you can say, well, that's a stupid argument. Chelsea conceded 6 goals. They must have a shit defense, and they did on the day. But the difference is with Chelsea's defense, they can turn up. If you watch Chelsea's games this season, David Luiz, the likes of David Luiz, Rudiger, Azpilicueta, not so much Alonso, but then Chelsea have got Emerson. They've shown up. They've shown up on certain games, and obviously Arsenal have shown up on certain games, but Chelsea's defence more, and they just seem more well balanced as a whole team and squad than Arsenal, and that's why I believe that they will finish higher. But moving on to the start of the Champions League fixtures. Champions League is back, guys. I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting a long time for this. I know I have. I love the good European games. Europa League as well. Like to see them as well. Just more football to watch, really. So first one, Man United versus PSG. It's going to be a really, really good game. Obviously, Man United on top form. And PSG without 2 of their top stars, Cavani and Neymar. So it's going to be really interesting to see if Mbappe can actually basically carry this attack. I think he's got it in him, but it's just whether or not the rest of the team help him a bit in defensive wise. And they've really got to give their all, PSG, to win this. But so Man United. So it's going to be a tough one. I'm going to be watching it on the TV, and I'm really going to analyse how they play and everything. But what do you think about the game, Rico?
I think it's going to be a good game, but I think United are going to win 1-0 or 2-1, I think. So, yeah, be a great game.
Yeah, no. That's a good scoreline there. Probably agree with you there. But there always is a second leg to this. So even if PSG or Man United lose, they can always bounce back. And that's what's good about 2-leg fixtures. We've seen it loads and loads of times before. But let's wait and see how entertaining this fixture is going to be. Last game we'll probably talk about is Tottenham versus Dortmund. It's going to be a really, really good game as well. Obviously, got the likes of Jadon Sancho. I'm pretty sure it's at Wembley as well. So he's going to be first time, I think. Of course, international duty. But first time he's been in front of an English crowd for the first team. So, it's going to be a good game for him playing the Premier League side. and they're both exciting teams. They're not that they're just attacking style. So it's going to be a really good game to watch. Both of them going to be definitely watching them because there's just going to be great games of football, and I recommend that you guys do too. I'm sure you are because they really do look like good games. But obviously, those Spurs are missing Harry Kane and Dele Alli, but recently Son Heung-min has been providing the goods. So don't know, but I'm probably going to go for a Dortmund win. Doesn't mean that overall fixture, I think Spurs are going to lose, but I do think they will lose this one, probably 1-0 or 2-1. But I definitely could see a draw as well. But what do you think will happen, Rico?
I think that Spurs will lose this game, considering they've been struggling to get through little games or get on the league. So they've been missing Kane and Ali. So I'm thinking that it will be, I'm saying a 3-1 Dortmund win.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. No, that's a bit higher than I said, and I reckon, but definitely could happen. Obviously, Dortmund, if they turn up and Jadon Sancho does as well, which would be great for his worldwide appearance across the stage. Yeah, that will be a fantastic game to watch if it ends like that. Just hoping for loads of goals. Same with the Man United versus PSG game, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch. But that's it for this week, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you tune in every Monday and Friday, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.